Welcome to Grumpy Vegan Grandad on this beautiful sunny Wednesday. So, a couple of articles have come across some of my group chats on Facebook and on someone sent it me on the chat. Alison Beardmore, thank you very much for this. Not this, but the next article. But this, as you can see, folks, is like, what the fuck? So let's go through what this is. Stop the wardrobe. Oh, sorry about that. Stop the wardrobe police. This is how we're starting. This is how we're starting. The wardrobe police. UK fur sector call for evidence open until 28th of June. Have your say now and help stop a fur ban. Consult defra.gov. I'm going to go on it in a minute, so we'll see what it says. But what the hell? Here, if you care about fur, if you care about being able to choose for yourself, take part in the call for evidence now. Oh my God. You don't need to answer every question, but make it clear you support the right of people to continue to wear and buy natural fur. Hashtag say no to the wardrobe police. Use that hashtag, people, and spam the fuckers. Really? How did stop the wardrobe police? So they're trivializing it straight away, trivializing the fact that animals are kept in confinement, in cages, are brutally killed, then have their skins ripped off their bodies. For fashion. For fashion. So let's have a think about this. How many days in winter do we in the UK see temperatures below zero? Not that fucking often. Not that often. It's a rarity. Here in the UK, we have extremes, short snaps of extreme weather. As in this sudden snap of warm weather. It won't last long. If it does, it's unusual and it's probably due to global warming. So, in the UK, we very rarely have cold weather that would, not that it justifies it anyway, please do not take me out of context, but we would not have temperatures that would justify wearing fur. Okay, I'm just putting that out there because some people might say, well, look at the Eskimos, right? It gets down to -50 up there. They've only got what the materials they've got. It's a completely different scenario to what is happening in the UK. We have dozens of alternatives to fur. We have way warmer materials than fur. So this is all and purely about fashion. The pathetic little hats with the real fur pom-poms, the fur lining around the hood, pointless. What the hell? This is fashion. This is all about the look. This isn't nothing to do with cold weather or the ideal material for cold weather. This is about fashion, about how I look. Purely cosmetic. Really? Are they really attempting this? Let's go to the site. Let's go to the site. What is your name? Grizzly Adams. Email. I'm an individual. Please give us some of who your organizer represents and who you to formulate your response. I represent the animals who are having their, spell it right, Dan, having their skins ripped off for fashion. Fucking pathetic. Yes. Where are you based? England. Would you like your response to be treated as confidential? No. Well, I'm going to have to move me a minute. Sorry about that. Next. Let's have a look. What's next? What type of organisation are you responding for? Large business, charity, local authority, government body, other. Please specify. Me. What is the primary purpose of your organisation? Animal welfare. The primary purpose of your organisation to stop needless murder of animals for dickhead people. Continue. Right, okay. This calls for evidence. This call for evidence does not present any government proposals on fur. Rather, we are openly seeking views about what the general public and other stakeholders feel might be done in relation to fur, including the option of doing nothing. We recognise that any restrictions on imports or sales of fur in Great Britain would limit the availability of fur products and consumer choice. Oh, poor consumer! However, such restrictions would not affect the ownership of existing fur. We recognise that individuals will have varying views on existing fur sector activity in Great Britain, including trade in fur. We would like to better understand these views. So, okay. So you've got fur. No, you can do about that. No, you can do that. Personally, I would bin it. But if you've got it, you've got it. Is it wrong for animals to be killed for the sake of their fur? Oh my god, why are they asking that? Strongly agree. What are your views on any of the following methods are acceptable ways to produce fur products? Farming animals primarily for their fur. What does it say? What are your views on any of the following methods are acceptable ways to produce fur products in question? Assurance scheme refers to an industry-run scheme which sets standards for scheme members related to how animals are kept, with scheme members being subject to industry-run inspections. Strongly disagree. Farming animals primarily for their fur, but only if subject to an assurance scheme. You're right. Strongly disagree. Trapping or hunting animals for the fur. Strongly disagree. Trapping or hunting animals for the fur, but only parts of a conservation scheme. Fuck off. Where's fuck off? Why haven't they got a fuck off fucking thing? Producing fur as a byproduct of legal farming, where fur is not the primary value and purpose of animal production, but is a component part, e.g. meat. Fuck off. Producing fur as a byproduct of legal hunting or population control, where fur is not the primary value. Fuck off. Fuck off. Other than for clothing apparel, what uses of fur should we be aware of? Fur is really good on an animal. It likes its skin and fur. So I suggest, I suggest that you leave the skin and fur on the animal and use farmers' skins to make clothes. Use animal animal farmers' skins to make clothes. I would buy shitloads of farmer skin clothes. Continue. Scale and nature of domestic fur sector activity, including trading activity. No. What stage of the supply chain do you operate at? None. Stop it, you fucking psychos. Psychos, not psychods. Psychos! Where do you source your inputs from? I don't. I leave the skin on the animal, you twat. I'm just going to ignore all this. What type of animal farmer skin? Animal farmer skin. That's what I'm doing. What origin or production method is the fur you deal with derived from? Other. Dirty, disgusting animal. Something just fell then. Farmers. Have you made any recent changes in how you source? Has the demand for real fur products changed over the last 5 years for you and your members? How has the overall domestic market for real fur products changed over the last 5 years? Please provide any evidence of scale and trends of the GB market. For fur does not involve murder, enslavement. Don't want to do that. Enslavement and abuse of animals for fashion. Only cunts do that. So there you go, folks. I've had enough now. I've trolled it enough. Let's see if there's anything else. What countries do you source your fur from? What types of premium do you import? What assurance schemes or other standards apply? We're interested in finding out more about countries' existing planned or restrictions on fur. Please provide any information. Please provide any other relevant evidence you would like to include. No. Almost done. Submit response. People. Should this survey even be going ahead? Wow. And this is the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. Fuck's sake, man. It's horrific. It's absolutely horrific that they are going to this much effort to prolong this barbaric, disgusting fucking trade in skins and furs that are attached to animals. Jesus Christ. So anyway, there's the first thing that got my fucking goats up. The second thing is this on the Mail Online, and it's a reaction from BBC Countryfile. Battery cows. Viewers horror at BBC Countryfile as host Matt Baker visits dairy farm with zero grazing system that sees grass brought inside to keep cows in 210-foot barns. Now this is hypocrisy in its highest sense. The BBC has been hit with complaints from viewers over a Countryfile show featuring a zero grazing farm with one licence fee payer branding it battery farming for cows. Presenter Mark Baker toured Brookvale Farm just outside Dromore in County Down for the segment, which went out last night. Viewers heard the farm, which is run by Richard Lowburn with his father Thomas, mother Olive and wife Pamela, has the cows indoors and fetched their food. While it did reference the system had its critics, viewers felt appalled to have been put through watching the practice. Karen Oren said, "This is battery farming for cows. These animals should be roaming in the fields, grazing freely, not living out their lives imprisoned in sheds. Animals deserve better than this." Wendy Wilson said she could not believe the broadcaster was showing the practice. She added, "This is truly appalling and shocking that a well-respected BBC programme can show it." Steve Bannell confirmed he had filed an official complaint with the channel. He added, "I have sent a complaint to the BBC about the serious lack of balance in this entire episode. It is a BBC-sponsored advertisement for the dairy industry. When we will see an entire hour promoting plant-based milk alternative, yes, I suggest people do likewise." Well said, Steve Bannell. The system of farming has been criticised by one of the channel's most popular presenters, Chris Packham, who in 2009 said, "Do you think that a cow that never goes outside can be happy? Do you think a cow that even goes outside?" But why are they doing it? I'm going to show you the pictures in a minute. Because the reason he's doing this is because it's ruining the land. That's what he said. It's ruining the land. I'm trying to find the section where it says it. So, I can't find that section where it says, I think it's more to, they can use the land for other stuff. But the whole thing is like, the hypocrisy that these people are showing. I mean, this is what he does. He basically keeps them in this massive shed, yeah, and that's it. He brings the grass to them rather than, because he reckons they're ruining the ground. That's what he's saying. And this is the response. But apparently he's let me find it. So Richard Leyburn, who runs the farm, said, "I think the first thing to say is it rains 300 days of the year, so that in itself is a good reason for cows to be inside." Well, they haven't got an option, have they? Everybody has their own points of view. It may not be natural, but so many things are not natural. It doesn't make it wrong, as long as you put in the animal's welfare first. It's not natural to fly from one side of the world to the other in a plane. Everything we are doing is geared to looking after cows. It's very hurtful if people are judging us who have never been on the farm. Our cows are basically our extended family. Yes, our extended family. That reminds me, I must send the mother-in-law to the slaughterhouse. She's getting on my tits now. It's not picturesque cows in rolling hills with sunset behind them. That's not life. But it doesn't mean we can't do the best for them to have the best life possible. Their farm is red tractor and farm quality assured. Of course it is, because it's run by farmers, which is certification of good quality. No, you're self-certified, dickheads. You're self-certified. You certify yourselves. Oh, look at my cows, look at my fields. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look, I've got a red tractor award. This is not farming. It should no way be promoted on Countryfile. Sue Kelly added, how unbearably sad and cruel. What next? Keeping children locked up all their lives and feeding them mush because it's less work and more economical and there isn't really enough room for them in the house. What? What? If you were growing your kids for money, for food and whatever, yeah. Lock them in a barn. Wow. He swapped their whole way of farming to a model known as zero grazing, with their cattle spending most of the year indoors in 210-foot barns filled with all the latest gadgets. Yeah, that's it. Oh dear. So, let's have a look at this is dairy farming. I don't know whether that's beef farm or dairy that is talking about. But this is, cows are kept indoors. For those of you who are not vegan or maybe not aware, right? Cows aren't kept in fields all the time, right? Cows are kept inside barns for 7-8 months of the year. It's only when the weather's apt that they can put them out to graze. Or the weather's decent, which, as you know, in the UK isn't always decent. But it rains 300 days a year, apparently, on this farm. Well, hear what they say. Cows like us want spacious homes with clean, comfortable beds and plenty of light, especially... Oh my God, this is propaganda. They may not have to worry about UK property prices. But cows are discerning customers when it comes to their accommodation. Just like us, they want spacious homes with clean, comfortable beds and plenty of light. Some might call these ladies high maintenance. That's fine with us. On most British farms, this is particularly important in winter, when most cows stay indoors to keep warm and dry. Dairy farmers know that cows enjoy each other's company and like to move around, so they make sure their barns are spacious and airy, with designated areas for exercise as well as rest. There are 2 types of barn used in Britain: loose housing, which means that the cows move around freely inside the barn and have communal laying areas where they want to rest, and free stall systems, with individual bedding stalls that the cows can rest in and leave as they wish. Such a great life. There are many different types of bedding available. Sand, sawdust, mattresses and straw are common and often used together for extra comfort. Regardless of the type of housing used, dairy farmers are kept busy looking after their cows during the winter. Manure is removed regularly, new bedding is put in, and the cows are fed a winter mix of silage and other feeds such as cereals with added vitamins and minerals. Meat eaters, added vitamins and minerals. Yes. And then when the milk dries up, they cart it off to the slaughterhouse, they pull gunned in their fucking head, and they stabbed in the throat. So, hypocrites. Right? I've got no problem with this farmer, what he's doing with these cows. Because as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't make any fucking difference. They're still going to get carted off to the slaughterhouse. They're still going to get bolt gunned in the head. They're still going to get the knife drawn across the throat, hung upside down. They're still going to be abused and enslaved and have no freedom or autonomy. It makes no difference to me whether they're kept indoors or out. It should stop totally. Full stop. It should stop. It's a disgusting practice, no matter which way you look at it. He's doing it because he doesn't want the cows ruin his land. It's a lot easier for him. He doesn't have to chase around. Hypocrites. Every single one of those people, apart from the vegan who said try plant milks, they're all fucking hypocrites. Fuck off. Oh, I can't believe the cows are they're not out all year anyway. They're going to get murdered. They're abused for the milk. The children are shot in the male, abused in the female. They're raped. They're massacred. Save the animals. Save the planet. Save yourself. Free the cows.